Wilson through the box to Larmer, turning on the near side. Back to Chelios, a one-timer, didn't get anything on it. Tipped it on! Big save by Berthume on a nifty deflection, and Daniel Berthume with a couple of great stops. Now McSorley tries to rough up Larmer. He'll have to go through Grimson to do that. A couple of others. Roenick is tied up behind the King net with an LA player.
And McSorley just drifted Larmer with a right.
Looks if he's going to not let that go without a penalty.
Now McIntyre is trying to get at Larmer.
Roenick and Waters behind the net. And here come the Hawk defensemen in there. Chelios, and now Grimson is slugging away at Waters. Grimson is reaching underneath to get at Waters, and he's slugging away with the right hand. The Hawks have a 5-on-3 here. McSorley is being led off to the penalty box by a linesman, and the Kings have to be upset about this. Now, one of the Hawks is pulled out of the pile, so it's a 4-on-3 situation, but Grimson had a King man down on the ice underneath the Hawk player and just started flailing away with his right. And I think that was Waters, who all while that other thing was going on with Larmer and McSorley, Waters and Roenick were nose-to-nose the entire time in a wrestling match. And finally, after it looked like everything was going to cool down, then Waters and Roenick started doing more than just pushing back and forth. And Grimson, then the Hawk defensemen came in, Wilson and Chelios, to come to the aid of Roenick.
Chelios has to be careful that he doesn't get ejected as a third man in. He came all the way in to jump in with Waters and Roenick. Roenick can handle himself, especially with Waters. He's not known for that type of play. Meanwhile, McSorley was trying to get Larmer involved, and then Grimson and Chelios came to the aid of Larmer, and all of a sudden Roenick and Waters teed off. Now Larmer and I think it's Chelios and McIntyre going at each other. McIntyre, the former Leaf, was used to playing the Blackhawks in an agitator-type role, and he's trying to fill that role again tonight.
And again here, as they were starting to separate, Chelios had the upper hand, and he just drifted McIntyre as they were starting to get up off the ice.
Hawks are going to have to be careful. They might lose some of their better players for the remainder of the game. Chelios might get thrown out of the game if he continues this type of activity. This coming after the Blackhawks failed to score on their power play with still 57 seconds remaining on Blake's interference call. Daniel Berthume has been outstanding again. 12 saves already, and we still have 9 minutes and 20 seconds to go here in the first period.
Schick with his hands full here to try to sort out this mess. There were several different altercations that occurred. And finally now all the players have been separated.
Chelios fanned on his shot, but it was deflected by Grimson. Right on. Roenick took a hack at it with Berthume covering up as the whistle blew. The puck had not been frozen. Larmer scored, and then McSorley came in and gave him a whack for no reason at all. Then Grimson came in, and then McSorley came off the glass and drifted Larmer, and then McIntyre got involved, and then Roenick and Waters well away from it dropped the gloves and went at it.
There from Thomas, puck came loose, and here comes Steve Thomas, cranks a long shot, and deflected over the glass and into the crowd. Steve Thomas the other night, now Miller and Peluso, and here they go. Peluso got in a big left and another, and they're slugging it out. Miller and Peluso now hit the deck, and Mike Peluso with a decision in that altercation with King tough guy Jay Miller. Peluso got in a couple before Miller was able to get untracked. And the Chicago winger is having the advantage in that situation. Now Miller doesn't want to have it be finished yet, but the linesmen are trying to get him pulled apart.
Miller leading the team in penalty minutes, having his best year ever with 20 points. And Miller is on this club for one reason only, and we just witnessed it. He was running at McGill at the end of this shift, trying to go with McGill into an altercation. And it was Peluso and Miller that went at it. And I imagine there might be an instigation penalty on Peluso. He was the first to drop them, but two heavyweights going at it, and Peluso got the first couple in.
13 and a half left in the second period.